If you want to learn Photopea fast and actually understand one of the most useful tools inside it, this tutorial is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use the Liquify feature in Photopea step by step so you can reshape parts of an image, make smooth adjustments, and do it in a non-destructive way. And if this video helps you out, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more easy software tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump in. The first thing you want to do is make your layer editable in the safest way possible. Before you use Liquify, right-click your image layer in the Layers panel and choose Convert to Smart Object. This step is highly recommended because it protects your original image. Instead of permanently changing the pixels, Photopea keeps your edits flexible, which means you can go back later and adjust or remove the effect without starting over. If you're working on a design, a portrait, or any image where precision matters, this is the best way to stay in control. Once your layer has been converted, make sure it is selected. This is important because Photopea will apply the Liquify effect to the active layer. After that, go up to the top menu bar and click Filter, then choose Liquify. As soon as you do that, a separate Liquify window will open over your canvas. This is where the real editing happens, and it gives you a dedicated space to push, pull, expand, or shrink parts of the image. Now take a look at the toolbar on the left side of the Liquify window. This is where you choose the tool that matches the adjustment you want to make. The first tool is the Smudge tool, which is usually the top icon. This tool lets you push and pull pixels in the direction you drag your mouse. It's great for reshaping edges, smoothing out curves, or making small changes to the form of an object. Next, you have the Blow-up tool, also known as Bloat. This one expands the area under your brush, which is useful if you want to enlarge a section of the image in a controlled way. Right beside that is the Shrink tool, also called Pucker. This does the opposite by pulling pixels inward toward the center of your brush. It's helpful when you need to tighten up an area or create a more compressed look. If you make a mistake, don't worry, because Photopea gives you a way to fix it. The Reconstruct tool works like an eraser for your Liquify changes. If you've warped something too much or pushed it too far, just brush over that area and it will restore the image closer to its original state. That makes it much easier to experiment without fear of ruining your work. Now, let's talk about the brush settings on the right side of the Liquify window. This panel lets you control how the tool behaves. Size determines how large the brush area is, so a bigger brush affects a larger part of the image, while a smaller brush gives you more precision. Density and pressure control how strongly the pixels are warped with each movement. If you want subtle adjustments, keep these lower. If you want stronger changes, increase them carefully. This is where learning Photopea becomes much easier. Use small, controlled movements first. Don't drag too aggressively, especially if you are editing something detailed. It's better to make a few gentle passes and check the result than to overdo it in one move. That way, your image still looks natural and clean. When you're happy with the result, look to the top right corner of the Liquify window and click OK. This applies the changes to your canvas and returns you to the main Photopea workspace. From there, you can continue editing, add more effects, or export your finished image. So to quickly recap, the workflow is simple. Convert your layer to a smart object, open Liquify from the filter menu, choose the right tool, adjust your brush settings, and then confirm with OK. Once you practice this a few times, it becomes second nature, and you'll be able to make professional looking adjustments much faster. If this Photopea tutorial helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.